Facebook's new Oculus Quest 2 is the best entry point into virtual reality that there has ever been, period. There are so many fantastic things to say about this headset, all being at the best price for the experience you can get. This is not putting your phone into a cardboard box. If that's your only experience of virtual reality, or if you're coming from no experience at all in VR, this thing is mind-blowing. This is completely wireless, untethered VR with the most immersive experience you could ask for. No computer or console needed to get the best that VR has to offer. Compared to competing headsets in this price range, and even ones way above, you are looking at the easiest way to get a phenomenal experience like never before. Let's dive in. First impression from the first time you put on the headset. The setup is quick. It only takes a few minutes to get started. Everything you'll need to do will be explained when you put on the Quest 2 for the first time, and then it's time to step into the world of VR. I'm going to be showing off the new Quest 2 with nothing on it, and my personal Quest 2 with some added peripherals that really are not needed at all, and they just simply make things a little bit better. The first thing that hit me was the clarity of the screen. This is an LCD panel with a nearly 4K resolution, so you're getting one of the sharpest looking screens out there and the best looking one in this price range. While the black colors aren't truly 100% black and are instead a very dark gray due to the nature of an LCD versus an OLED screen, this was a non-issue to me and I didn't even notice it after a while. The pixels are notoriously visible on most VR headsets, especially compared for when I played the PlayStation VR when it came out back in 2016 as my first VR headset. This is basically non-existent on the Quest 2. I can actually read, watch YouTube and Netflix and multitask in the browser app easily without feeling eye fatigue, which I love. It's much nicer to watch a movie in a dark virtual cinema like Big Screen VR app than to watch it on a regular TV across my real living room. That sense of scale you get is unreal and would cost thousands of dollars if I wanted to recreate it in my own home. Think about it, a projector for home use can cost $1,000 or more, or I could just use a small portable headset that gives me the same experience as well as plays games and does so much more for only $300. The feel of VR, it's that sense of scale and feel of virtual reality that is just impossible for me to demonstrate to you over a flat video like this. There's nothing quite like the first time you play VR ping pong and 11 table tennis and you feel that one-to-one movement of the paddle to your hand, being able to hit with as much power and spin as I want without feeling like a gimmick. If you remember Wii Sports, this is kind of like that, but ramped up to 100. It's no comparison. It blows it out of the water. There has actually been studies done that show you can improve your real-life table tennis skills by playing VR table tennis. The implications of that alone are crazy. This stuff is so much more real and accessible to people new to gaming that anyone can try it and immediately pick up the basics. Mini golf in virtual reality is basically the same as the real thing. You square up the same way, you have realistic physics while hitting the ball, and where the ball rolls. Heck, even your virtual stick automatically adjusts to your height, so you don't even have to measure what stick you would need at the start of the course. All without the tedious aspects like having to fish out a ball that you hit on accident or walking between holes. It's a whole different medium of gaming. And I almost hesitate to call it gaming, as there are so many stigmas and barriers to entry in regular gaming that just don't exist in VR. There are plenty of hardcore and full-length games that I could talk about, such as The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, which released the same day as the Quest 2, and is phenomenal, but I don't think those are the most impressive things to someone new to VR. Simply slicing a block to the beat of music in Beat Saber, or having an old Western-inspired duel in the sci-fi game Blast On, are inherently easy to jump into, but difficult to master. It's the same essence of movements and gestures that you do in everyday life, And the barrier to getting into a game for the first time and doing well is much lower because of that. Picking up a toy rocket in First Steps, a free experience that is already installed on your Quest, feels natural and intuitive. You just squeeze the controller. Using your hands has never been simpler. Some games even support hand and individual finger tracking, which is trippy the first time seeing it. As you get better and more adjusted to VR, the more intricate experiences are just easier to understand than playing them on a regular console or PC. It's hard to get my fiance to play games, but we've had some of the best experiences in VR, either playing together on 2 headsets or playing one at a time and the other watching a casted screen on the TV or phone. It's easy to get into, and there are so many experiences from high-intensity workouts to chill-out seated games and videos, and it's all easy to jump into no matter what experience you have with technology. In my conclusion, I just want to say it's a super low barrier to entry with a massive ceiling for more hardcore gamers, and that means there's something in there for everyone, no matter what your skill level at an activity or game. And at the price of $300, you're getting the best that VR has to offer and the most affordable it's ever been. The Quest 2 is comfortable, freeing, and just plain in a league of its own compared to what most people have tried. Even compared to PC or PlayStation VR, it's exceptional and punches way above its price point. The original Quest fundamentally was the same experience, but the Quest 2 is a jump up in almost every meaningful way, and I wholeheartedly recommend it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.